Hey guys, what's up? I'm Priyanka and welcome back to the Football Fanspire, a talk show that brings you everything about football through the fans and for the fans. Today we're going to be talking to some passionate fans, talking about their favorite players, the teams, their upcoming fixtures. So it's obviously going to be a lot of fun. So stay tuned, hit the like button, subscribe to our channel, and of course, don't forget to share it with your friends. Unless you have been living under a rock, you probably know that the FIFA best winners have been announced. And yes, we are going to take a quick look at it. Of course, these awards are out. Yes, we have Lucy Bronze with for the best FIFA women's player. We have Lewandowski. Of course, he dominated in 2020 as the best FIFA men's player. Then moving on to the coaches. We have Jurgen Klopp, Liverpool's manager, who won the Best FIFA Men's Coach Award, and Sabrina. So Sabrina is the Netherlands women's coach currently, and she's going to be replacing Phil Neville as England's women's coach in September 2021, and she has won the Best FIFA Women's Coach. So a big congrats to both of them. Moving on, we also have Son, who has won the Puskas. Uh, we also have Son, who has won the award. Yes, the Puskas Award for his unbelievable run and that goal. So another congrats to him as well. And also the FIFA Best 11 were announced, and you're going to see the likes of Allison, of Alexandra Arnold. Yes, it's there in the ticker. You can see Sergio Ramos, Davies, Joshua Kimmich, Kevin De Bruyne. We also have Thiago Alcantara and Messi, of course, Lewandowski, and lastly, Ronaldo. These were the best 11 which were chosen throughout the world. And we also have the women's best 11, which include the likes of Lucy Bronze, Christine Endler, Millie Bright. We also have Renard, Tobin Heath, another favorite of mine, Delphine, Vero Bouquet, Pernell Harder, and Megan Rapinoe, another very influential player from USA, and Vivienne Miedema. So a big congrats to all these players who have won the awards. Of course, they are kind of controversial sometimes. Some fans think that some of them did not deserve the award, or another coach or player deserved it more. But at the end of the day, it's the winners who take the trophies home. Also, there are some interesting awards that are handed out. One of them includes the Fair Play Award. So, the Fair Play Award was awarded to the 17-year-old Agnes, a player who saved his opponent's life as the opponent got unconscious after a hard tackle, and he ended up saving his life, and the player is well and recovered in hospital later. So he won the Fair Play Award. And also, being on the Fanspire, we are also talking about the passion of the fans and how much they love their club. So they also have a fan FIFA award for this year, and that was awarded to Marvaldo da Silva. He is a Brazilian who walked 60 kilometers just to support his hometown team. And he walking 60 kilometers takes around 11 hours. So he walked 11 hours just to reach his home game because of financial issues and other issues. So that truly shows how passionate the fans are and how important they are to the game. So talking about passionate fans, today we are going to be talking to our panelists for the Leicester versus Spurs game. So let's have them on screen. Hi,
Hey
Arya.
there.
Welcome back to the show.
Thank you so much.
So, how are you doing?
Not good, dude. Not good
Not
at
good.
all. We were robbed at the right 90th minute by Liverpool. It's not good, dude. It's not at all good. That
But
hibernating seal comes out of the blue, scores a header, not done. Sleeps all season, wakes up at Tottenham against Tottenham. Not happening.
yeah, I mean, your coach also expressed his disappointment quite strongly by saying that the best team lost.
That was
I
too
think
strong. That was too strong. It was a very
that's quite
equal match.
controversial.
It was an equal match. That's what I'd say. But well, it's football, right? Whatever happens
But
till the
in
90th
terms,
minute.
but in terms of possession, Liverpool had around 77%. That is very, very high compared to your team, who we could obviously see them be more defensive.
Possession is one third of a football game, and it doesn't dictate a match. What dictates is who won and who lost, and we clearly know who won. Could have gone the other way. Bergwijn missed a chance, hit a pole. Kane missed a chance. It could have easily been 3-1 or 3-2 for the matter. Um, well, hard luck. This is the exact reason I was scared. You know, I mentioned it twice. This is
Yeah,
the
that you're
exact reason.
constantly scared.
Yeah,
But
now I'm
comparing
fine. Now
to
I'm fine. It's
now
happened.
you're
It's
fine.
gone. Now we're not coming down anymore.
Now you have to
It's
face
all up now.
Leicester. Aren't you scared for that?
No,
No?
not really. Because
Why
Leicester has
not?
a mix. Leicester in the past has a couple of mixed results. They recently lost 2-0 against Everton at home, I think so. And they lost one in Europa, if I recollect. They have a mixed bag of results, so I'm not really worried about it. But they are a
Mhm.
very good competitor. They're really good. So
I think it does matter. Brendan Rodgers, his way of playing and his style of playing also does play an influential role. So aren't you afraid
oh
that
yeah,
it's going to be more of tactics versus tactics, like Brendan Rodgers versus
definitely,
Mourinho?
definitely. He is a really good manager, and he's quite smart. And haven't been able to put up to the team news for Leicester. What I do is for the upcoming match, I try to read as much as I can, but I couldn't for some reason. So I'm not totally aware of Leicester's upcoming team, although I've heard that two new players or fresh players per se are going to start against us, which still is a speculation. Let's see what happens. I'm pretty sure it's not going to be easy match, but it's definitely going to be fun.
Yes, as a neutral fan, I can confirm that is something that we can look forward to. In terms of Vardy, he's obviously a dangerous striker if he gets those
Hmm.
chances, and obviously if he gets a penalty. Do you think he's
Hmm.
someone that the Spurs defense should look out for?
We should look out for every player, including the goalkeeper. We shouldn't take a special output for someone. That's what I think, and that's exactly what Mourinho thinks. And that's something I know for sure. I've seen that in the Amazon documentary, and well, Vardy did come out. I remember. I think it was the 18-19 season. He came off the bench just to take a penalty, and he missed it, or Lloris saved it. I don't remember, but it didn't went through the net. So yeah, uh,
There are, as you said, you have to expect the whole team to press. But okay, coming back, let's talk a little more about Marino and his tactics. So
yeah.
you did mention that y'all did have some good chances to score in the Liverpool against Liverpool, but
Hmm.
comparatively, Liverpool did have much, much more tries. It was like a one third of what Liverpool tried, in their attack compared to yours. So doesn't
See,
that
I'll tell you,
therefore make a difference?
Liverpool scored two goals. Liverpool scored two goals. One of them was a mistake. All right, it was error by Toby Alderweireld. It hit him, went chipped into the net. Lloris couldn't judge it. All right, given Salah was good, he had power on that shot. Second, I don't want to comment on that. I swear to God, I'll jump through this window if I comment on that. It sucks. All right. It's 3:30 a.m. It's 3:30 a.m. I'm wearing this jersey. I'm pepping myself up. All right. I'm pepping myself up. I'm like, come on, let's go. Yeah. And that guy just comes out of nowhere. Where has he been for the last 2 seasons? No one knows him. All right, no one knows him as in no one has seen him play. All right, he was dead the entire match. All right, he becomes the hero. He becomes a hero just in 1 second. He's not Rajnikant. All right, he's not Rajnikant. I saw
I
PL for
think it's
India posting. I saw PL for India posting champion mentality and Firmino celebrating. Oh, give me a break. Champion mentality. That's just bogus. That's just bogus. Yeah, if it was Curtis Jones, did I get the name right? Curtis Jones.
yes,
If it
yes, you
was
did.
him,
Curtis Jones.
yes, he was superb. I loved him during the match. Young blood, I
Absolutely.
love young blood. No matter whom is it. I'm a Tottenham fan. Die. I love Saka. He's our arch rival. Why? He's good talent. I don't resent good talent. He's good talent. Firmino is a hibernating mammal. Now he'll go back into
I think
hibernation. Just wait and watch.
I think you're just
You
expressing your
know
frustrations at this
best.
point. You're clearly not happy with that. But come on, Firmino does contribute to the play. You see him making those runs through the
Yeah, he
lines, and
does. He does. Yes, of course, of course. He brings Salah. Please go. Mane, please go. I'm standing right here. If you need me, just give me a shout. Send Henderson also. Just give me a call.
but then
That's
he
all
scores
he
the
does.
goal. But then he scores the goal,
Yeah,
the
that's why
winning
I
goal.
called him a hibernating seal. Out of the blue, he scored one goal. He scored 3 goals in the season, and one of them was a mistake. Don't you agree? And you know it. You know why you know it,
I
and you know it.
There are going to be a lot of Liverpool fans who would like to say a lot of things to you.
Yeah, I like to
But you
sit
have
with
to
them
admit that was
face. Yeah, yeah. See,
yes.
I'm not saying that we were the best team like Mourinho. I think we were equal. All right. Maybe y'all were 52, we were 48. All right. I'm just saying, come on, man. You've not conceded a 90th minute goal. All right. That to deciding the top PL table. You lost 3-0 to
Uh,
Watford. Come on.
that was like last season. Come on. Okay, so let's
I'm
focus.
just venting
Clearly, I
here.
think you should be focusing on the next match because the Liverpool versus Spurs must have not given you sleep that night. Because
It
I
didn't.
was like sitting
That's,
at the edge of my seat watching that match, and when that
uh,
goal went in, I just went crazy at 3:30 in the night. Yeah.
I don't I don't want to publicly say what I did, but yeah, I couldn't sleep for the next 2 hours.
Okay, so as we said, focusing on the next upcoming game, how do you think
Mhm.
Mourinho plans to, you know, assemble the team?
Now this is a match I think we will park the bus, all right, and we will purely play on counter attacks, just like what we did versus Liverpool. It was we were testing Liverpool's tempo. We were making them impatient so that they make a mistake and then we counter it. That's exactly what happened. But the difference was we couldn't convert into a goal. Right now, I think um, it would be a bit tougher to create chances from our defensive third against Leicester because I don't know, Gray and Vardy are, I wouldn't say Gray, but Vardy overall is good. Shlok's here. Hi, Shlok.
Oh yes, hi Shlok. Yes,
Hello,
hi Shlok. Hi Shlok, how are you doing?
I'm fine.
Welcome to the show. We're so glad to have a Leicester fan on the show.
Thank you, thank you.
Yes. So we'll quickly Shlok on to you. So how does it feel being a Leicester fan currently? You all lost the last game against
Uh,
Everton.
it's shameful, but because Leicester is such a great team and they lost to Everton, which is a weak team, it's shameful. But I'll still support Leicester.
Okay. And
That's so sweet.
I you would you
Yeah.
like to continue about Marino and his tactics coming forward to this game?
Um yes, I would.
Okay. Yeah.
Let him.
Would you Shlok? Can you tell us how do you think Brendan Rodgers will be lining up against Spurs?
I think Brendan Rodgers. They will be like one. So 1-5, 3-2.
Okay. Okay. And so, Arya, we were just
Five
talking
three two.
about,
Okay. Yeah.
yeah, how
Yeah. Sorry.
Mourinho
Sorry.
is going to line up his team. So you did mention parking the bus. So that means you are a fan of them parking the bus of the strategy because
Not at
personally,
all.
okay, you're
Not
not.
at all.
Okay.
So please continue. Please continue. I'm so sorry.
Yeah, because if you go to see Son and Kane, they're such a dynamic attacking duo, and to have the potential just lost by parking the bus. What are your thoughts on that?
I think we are gaining potential, Priyanka, because since Mourinho has come, let's take this season. All right, Kane has he's leading in the assists. Son has 11 goals in bag. All right, I don't think we're hurting anyone's potential. I think um Mourinho is optimizing our counter attack, which is bringing our goals. We
Mhm.
couldn't convert against Liverpool. I don't know why am I mentioning this for the fifth time, but it's really hurting where it should. It's not. It's not a
Okay,
good feeling. Yeah.
okay, okay. On to you, Shlok.
Uh,
Uh, Yes, so obviously you are one of the youngest panelists we've had on the show. I'm so glad that you're here because it's so great to see kids like you playing football, supporting teams. I know a lot of kids who play football your age who probably don't know who Leicester is. But can you tell us a little why Leicester is your favorite team out of all the other teams?
I think I like Leicester because, especially because of the passing and the defending. Not passing, but the way they score goals.
Okay, and do you have a favorite player from Leicester?
Yes, I have a favorite player, and everyone knows him. He's Jamie Vardy.
Okay, you have there
that's
you
pretty
have it,
strong. Yeah.
Shlok with
Yes,
his favorite player. Yes. So Shlok, can you quickly give us your predictions of the score for the match against Spurs?
I think against Spurs, it will mostly be a draw because Spurs also has good players like Bale, then Kane, then even the keeper Hugo Lloris.
Hmm. So you're expecting it to be a draw. All
Yeah, I'm
right. And
expecting it to be a draw. Yes.
okay, great. And Arya, in terms
Yeah.
of predictions, what are you going for?
If we play a youngster in any position, we are going to draw it because Leicester is
Okay.
pretty quick in
Yeah.
that matter. And
Hmm.
if we play a regular team, I think we're going to win it pretty easily. And I think it's going to be, I'll say 2-1. 2-1, but we'll dominate the match.
2-1. And who are you
In terms
expecting
of
to score?
possession, yeah, that's
Who are you
that's how it
expecting to
goes,
score?
right? Both goals on.
Son. Okay. All right. I would like to wish both of you all the very best for the upcoming match. Hope, as a
Thank you
neutral
so
fan,
much.
it's going to be fun to watch. All the best to
Thank you.
Shlok and Arya. Thank you so much for coming on the show.
Thank you for calling me.
Have a great day. Thanks. Have a great night. All right, that was the upcoming Premier League fixture between Spurs and Leicester. It's definitely going to be a one to watch out for, as we just discussed. It was great having our fan panelist on the show. But now it's time to move on and let's get in Vineet.
Hi Priyanka, how are you?
Hi, Vineet. How are you doing? I'm good.
So obviously it was a fun segment which you got in, especially Arya and obviously one of our youngest panelists, fan panelists, Shlo. And
Yes.
you know, Arya, on even the other this, obviously you may agree that Spurs were the better team or slightly is equal, but maybe as a neutral you may beg to differ. So Arya, if you want anything to say, you can. Yeah. Other than that, I really hope you all lose against Leicester because obviously for other reasons. But yes, I hope that Leicester beat Spurs. Okay,
Can we get Arya
so
on to
I hope
counter
I
that?
hope we can.
Yeah, here he is.
I like Vinith how he says it. I hope Spurs loses. Every time he says
Hope
this.
so.
Why,
That's the
Vinith?
only
Why?
thing because the form, the way they are playing, it's brilliant, obviously. And
Yeah.
but for the title race, I really hope they don't win it because again, so this is a quote by Frank Lampard which he had said when he was a player that you cannot lose to Spurs because they'll create a DVD about that one single match for 20 years. So imagine, so without doing anything last season, you all created a documentary, and I can just imagine ki, if you all win the title, what can happen?
If we win the title, Arsenal's getting relegated.
Oh
I'll be
no.
Not because
damn happy with that as well.
not because they're going to be bottom three, just because they have been ranting for 60 plus years. Where's the trophy? Where's the trophy? Where's the trophy? Well, now you just get relegated, yeah. As well as the 15th, might as well get relegated, bro.
Yeah. So, Arya, before we move on to the next segment, obviously, one question
Yeah,
I want to ask you.
sure.
Obviously, you are a Premier League fan as well. Klopp again winning back-to-back best coach awards. Do you think he deserved it? Not as a rival fan, but as even like a football fan. Do you think he deserved it?
The win? Are you talking about the award or the
The
match?
award, yes, the award.
Yeah, what?
Yeah, yeah,
Not Hansi
definitely.
Flick.
Klopp is a very good manager. Klopp
I
is a
agree,
very
but
good
don't you
manager.
think Hansi Flick came in? I'm not going to say that the club was in shambles because Bayern Munich is like they were slightly in a good form, but to win 5 trophies since he has come on is something else. So don't you think he deserved it slightly more?
See, I wouldn't say trophies is everything, all right. I'm not saying because I'm just a Spurs fan, all right. I'm even a CSK fan, all right. And we've won like back-to-back IPL trophies. That's besides the point. I'm saying trophy doesn't matter. Klopp built a team. It took him a lot of time. I saw Jose's interview, some 1,300 days or something to come to this
Yes,
point. Let him enjoy it,
he
bro.
did. I agree.
Yeah,
No,
let
I
him
agree
enjoy it.
with
He
that, but
fully deserves it.
yes,
All
maybe,
right, I
maybe.
hate Liverpool. I hate Liverpool because one of my friends, all right, he is the whole family is a diehard fan, and I'm sure they're probably watching. They're in London right now, and they are diehard Liverpool fans. And he video called me, man, after the 2-1 loss, and Uncle was beside him, and I'm like, that's just a low blow, bro. But Klopp is a very good manager, hands down, hands down. Now, but
Okay.
Jose is in the picture now, so a different story. That's a different story
So
from
it
starting
will be
now.
interesting who wins next year.
Definitely, definitely, definitely. I'm not saying
Yes.
Jose should win it. The best person deserves it.
Yeah.
Let's see. We've got a whole year
Yes.
ahead.
Yeah. So thank you, Arya,
If
for your
there was,
input on
yeah,
this question.
You're welcome.
Priyanka, go ahead.
yeah, if there was a award for social media, Jose would definitely win it.
Definitely, definitely.
I love
Man
his
is
social media.
commenting in Dele Alli's posts. He's commenting in Kane's post. Oh my God, he's hilarious. He's
Yes.
hilarious.
Hopefully, we'll come up with a trophy for that.
Yeah, he doesn't it
Yeah.
though. He's going to get enough trophies with in Lily White.
Let's see.
Hopefully, let's see. Yeah,
Hopefully,
a
fingers crossed.
hopeful Spurs fan.
Yes.
Aren't we all?
Uh, I mean, we have one. I think
No, no,
Vinny's
aren't
team has
we?
also
We
won
Spurs.
trophies.
No, no, I'm talking as like on behalf of every Spurs fan. Aren't we all hopeful? It's been a quite drought. Not quite. It's a very big drought, but let's see. Hopefully, yeah.
Yes. So let's see. So thanks, Arya. Thank you, Priyanka. So
Thanks.
I would like to also thank our sponsors, Bounce and Chops, for supporting us all the way. And it's that time of the episode where I'm going to ask you the question. And if you get the correct answer and you answer it first, you will obviously win the prize for it, which is a bounce voucher. So, from our sponsors to you, the bounce vouchers are up for grabs. And obviously, it's a very fun place to visit. So, make sure that you get the correct answer. So, the question is, which manager won the league with Leicester in the season 2015-16? I'm pretty sure it's an easy question, but yet again, which manager won the league with Leicester in 2015-16? So put in your comments. Let's see who gets it right. Yes, you have the question on screen as well. Okay, so moving forward, let's quickly move on to our next segment, which is Chelsea versus West Ham, another London derby on our hands. So I would like to welcome back Kumar and Prasanna. So, so firstly, Kumar, I want to wish you a happy anniversary from the whole Fanspire team and even the audience watching the show. I know you took out time for us, so thank you so much for that. Yes, so let's quickly move on to the topic. Prasanna, two back-to-back losses after a 17 unbeaten run. How hard is it to take this run? Kumar, let's wait.
Um,
Let's wait for it.
yeah, it's pretty hard, and it's not that we kind of played well and lost. It was like we tried to stick to the same formation despite our wingers being injured. When you're most like so, it's like we're just playing to the right or left wing and just crossing the ball, and sometimes that just doesn't work. I'm like Havertz in a three just seems so lightweight. I would rather see him play as a cam in like a 4-1 in the diamond formation. And like Timo Werner
Or
on the
maybe
left wing does this.
4-2-3-1.
Sorry?
Or maybe in a 4-2-3-1 where he plays as a sole a number 10 rather than a number 8.
Yeah, maybe like that. And even like seeing Werner on the left wing. I mean, at the Wolves game first half, Pulisic on the left wing, he had Semedo on toast literally. But I don't know for why. For some reason, second half Lampard just changed it to Werner being on the left wing, and Semedo had it so easy. And then in 92nd minute, Pulisic came back to the left wing, and then again he made a good run past Semedo, and so on. This is what I like. I'm not getting from Lampard. I know he's like I am still fully behind him. He is an inexperienced manager. It's only his third year. It will take time, and people will say, "Oh, you spent 220 million, this that." But yeah, man, not all players you buy in they just instantly click. I'm sure like Havertz and Werner, the next in the future seasons they're going to be key players. But we also have to remember that Havertz was like in the middle. He had like COVID positive and he like 2 3 games out disturbs your flow and whatnot. But
Yes.
and like West Ham, and this is the worst time to be playing them because we've beaten them only like once in like the last 6 games in the Premier League, and that was honestly when this man ran through the whole West Ham defense.
Is that Hazard? Yes, it is.
Yeah, he
I
ran through the
remember
whole
that goal
defense of
very well.
West Ham, and
I remember that goal very well, yes.
yeah, and
Kumar will also
year,
remember it.
and even last year, like two
Kumar, you can
games, like
unmute yourself
I
Okay.
mean, even
if you
last year
want to.
they weren't the greatest of form, but they still beat us twice. I mean, like, and
Yes.
now they're in good form. They drew Man City. They beat, but and they're in a good run of
They
form.
drew
I
with
know
Spurs. They drew with
the
Spurs
last
as
game
well.
they drew to 10-man Crystal Palace, but still they're a very good team. You obviously have Holler.
Yes.
You have the midfielder Soek, and you have obviously future Chelsea captain Declan Rice, and so yeah.
Definitely not.
Don't
Yeah,
forget he's a
so
Chelsea
just
product, Kumar.
see what we have recently heard rumors. I mean, I heard it today that Manu is also getting into the running for taking Rice from West Ham.
United is
So
linked
what
with
will,
everyone, Kumar. United is linked with
yeah,
everyone. I don't trust them.
So what we want to say is that if you want rice, eat dal rice, or either give us 4 players in return and take rice away. Okay, so I mean, not moving only to the rice topic. I mean, we are in a great run of, a great run right now as far as the form is concerned. Although I believe that we shouldn't have lost against Manchester United, because they this season particularly they are playing like they are great comeback kings. I mean, they are going a goal or two down and then making a strong
Yes,
comeback in the second half and winning away games. The last game also witnessed the same story. So we had great opportunities in the first half, but we could not convert them. Similarly, against Crystal Palace, after they went down to 10 men, we should have snapped a goal out of somewhere. So I think it's 5 point lost right now, but this wasn't the story when the fixture list earlier came at the start of the EPL. So every West Ham fan all across the globe will feel very high right now that, I mean, the position that we are the third best club in London right now, ahead of Arsenal especially. And we also have Crystal Palace and Fulham in the Premier League, other London clubs, and we are above them. So after Tottenham and
yes,
Chelsea, we are next. And right now, if we beat Chelsea, we'll go above them.
yes. But do you think it is realistic that even though Chelsea now obviously has that dip in form and West Ham is
Yes.
still playing well, do you think it is possible to beat them?
Yes, definitely. See, because Lampard right now is in an experimental mode. So he's trying out new positions for his players. He's trying out on different formations every game. So players find it difficult to adjust, for changes in each and every match. So he's playing around quite until he gets the right combination in place. So that might help us. And
Yes,
currently, we are also in great form. I mean, the two Czech Republic internationals are doing wonders for us, Kofal and Soucek. I mean, if being
yes,
a defensive midfielder is scoring goals for fun. And Kofal is also a great acquisition, a bargain buy for £4 million. I mean, he kept Zaha quite the entire match against Crystal
yeah.
Palace. He has been keeping people who are renowned wingers there. He's keeping them quite big time. So he's a very underrated player in the entire Premier League, I would say.
So Kumar, you mentioned Suchek, obviously a goal threat from especially the set pieces. Kumar,
Yes, great
Prasanna, the
header.
question is to you that last season he scored against Chelsea from the corner itself. And
Yes,
now
twice.
that there is a dip in form, don't like other than Haller, is he the one Chelsea should look out for?
I mean, we have to look out for everyone, man. Like, because like in general, because in general, even anyway, there are no easy games in the Premier League. Let us all
Yeah,
put that out first, because every team is beating everyone this season. It's such a mad season. I mean, like, if you see just the gap between the top and like the points difference
it's
in
like if you win
each
a
and every
couple of
team.
matches, you jump. Yeah, if you win a
Yeah,
couple of matches,
exactly.
you jump like 5, 6 places.
Exactly, and like you're not, we are not, nobody's, you're not say, you cannot say like anyone is running away from the league, running away with the league, or like that,
Hmm.
because anyone can. And it's only like 12 games into the season. There's still like 26 more, and generally by Christmas time, you're like halfway through, so you're like kind of, you will get an idea, but you're still in dilemma where anything can happen. And like West Ham, obviously, like. I'm not sure what happened to Mikel Antonio. Is he injured or something? I'm not sure, because he wasn't even on the bench against Palace. I didn't follow
I
that,
guess he
so
is back. Kumar, is he back in training? Antonio? I guess Kumar has some issues with
I think
the.
he's
Yes,
got
he
froze.
is.
Okay, yes. So he is back in training. Obviously, if he's back in the team, it will be a threat. Talking about
Yeah, and they
injuries and
obviously have this
players,
guy from Brentford, Banrama. He's been on fire this season. I
yes,
mean, he was an excellent buy. I think they got him in the last minute or something like that, like towards the end, and he's been doing
on
bits
the
Yes.
for them. And
deadline day.
they have Bowen. He's an excellent player, and yeah, man, that's like. Even on the bench, if you see, I'm just like going through the lineup from the last game against Palace, and you obviously have Lanzini, We all rate Lanzini is a wonderful player. You obviously have that veteran Mark Noble. You have Yarmolenko. I mean, like Yarmolenko last season, like the three when he scored 3-2 against Chelsea, I'm like, what? I mean, I was just looking at Rudiger, and instead of playing offside trap, like he was the literally the last defender, and instead of playing offside trap, he's just running along with him. If he ran like 2 meters, Rudiger ran like 2 meters in front, and Antonio passed to Yarmolenko, he was offside, but that just
But it's a
happened. And
different
as I
season. There possibly there won't be Rudiger starting, obviously, because
I
Thiago
know, but
Silva is
still,
there,
like,
Zuma is there.
when I'm just saying, and
Plus,
I think
plus
like
an good
Yarmolenko that
news.
game he came off the bench. I think so. He
Yes,
came off
yeah.
the bench, I think.
Yes,
But
he
like,
came off
Yes.
the bench.
yeah, and West Ham in the last few games have only lost one. I'm not sure. Who did they lose to recently? Did they lose? I think
Who?
they were unlucky in losing to Liverpool. I'm not gonna lie. They had a good amount of chances before Jota snatched it at the end. And yeah, man, it's always like this West Ham. I don't know what happens, like, because as I mentioned earlier, like we beat them only once in the last 6 league games, and then, like, and that's when like Hazard run through the whole defense. And I think probably Lampard mentioned actually like Ziyech and Hudson-Odoi are back in training, so that's
Yes,
a
I
good
was going to
sign. But
mention it. So, do you think they'll play, or maybe just Eacher off the bench?
I thought like when Pulisic was back for the Wolves game, I thought he would like probably start from the bench, but he obviously started and played 90 minutes, and he had a decent game. So I'm not sure how severe they are, because like only when you're fit, you're back in training. Obviously, like you won't be like 100% fit. You may be like half fit, or you may be doing you. They're just back to training, so I think
Yes.
they'll probably like feature on the bench, because you don't need a bit of creativity from the wings, and
And
like
obviously,
ZX, we all know can.
natural wingers make a lot of difference.
Yeah,
Obviously, Chelsea
exactly.
has seen that against Everton as well as Wolves. The lack of natural wingers is just harming them.
Yeah, but
Yes.
even when not playing when playing natural wingers, like when we played Leeds, we played Pulisic on the left and Werner on the right, and we saw for the third goal how Werner burst down with pace on the right hand side and put a tap into Pulisic. Like Werner, like if you're going to play him on the wing, play him on the right wing instead of the left wing, because we can clearly see he's not that comfortable playing on the left wing, and we obviously are seeing Pulisic. He's come back and he played well, and I hope
Yeah,
the thing with Pulisic is he's not able to stay fit for like more than 2 weeks or so. I'm not sure why, because he plays 2 games, he plays well, and suddenly he gets another injury. Again, 2 games, another injury. So we all have been wanting to see like a full fit Pulisic for like a good stretch of games. Like that's how he came into last season. And again, he was injured, but Lampard slowly eased him in. And towards the end of the season, we saw how good he was before he got injured again in the FA Cup final. And as far as the formation goes, I would like to probably see like if our wingers are out, I would probably like to see a 4-1-2-1-2, something like that, because again, like as I said, like square pegs and round holes. You're not going to get the best out of Havertz when you play him in a three. But saying
hmm,
that, he's not been working that hard. Like if you like compare Mount and Havertz, like one player is like Mount may not have the technical prowess and whatnot, but he works hard for 90 minutes. He tracks back, he's kind of comfortable on the ball. Havertz, when he's going forward with the ball, is fine, but when he loses the ball, he's not tracking back. So that's one problem. Like they need to fix.
yeah,
And thank God for Kante being played back in his old defensive midfielder position. Like
yeah.
that's what
Like
he does his best, and like he's back to
yeah.
doing
So
what he
like
does best. Like
yeah, Kumar. So like both the teams have good defensive midfielders. Obviously, Kumar has Rice, what we spoke about. But back to the wingers topic, Kumar Bowen is in some amazing form currently.
Yes.
So, how valuable has him being in the form he is in right now? Because y'all are obviously missing Antonio. So, how important it is for West Ham?
So I would like to comment about Bowen that he is a workhorse. He is a tenacious midfielder who runs his skin off. I mean, to win balls. But the only
Yeah,
problem I have with Bowen is that he is a poor finisher. So I would like to see more goals from Bowen, because he creates those positions. He moves into such positions where he can shoot, but he somehow misses those easy chances. So I think, I mean, being a winger, you are supposed to be scoring, contributing towards scoring as well. So he does a good delivery, but he lacks in the finishing part, the last third. And with Mikel Antonio's injury, we were expecting a goal drought, but surprisingly, West Ham is playing unlike West Ham from the previous seasons. There is, I mean, optimism even about poor players. Like Heller has not been good for us so far, but that goal last match against Palace was amazing. And
The
each and
overhead kick,
every
yes.
hammer, yeah, will say that there is a hat trick coming in the near future from Heller. So we are
So,
expecting him
like,
to give a tough fight to Antonio when he's fit.
so that we will obviously see in the future when Antonio is fully fit.
Yes.
But so so Kumar, like we have like when David Moyes unfortunately was, COVID positive, he had to stay back home, quarantining himself. The team was
Hmm.
performing well when he was not there, sort of the form picked
Yes.
up. And the moment
Yes.
he came in, there was like the one match which you can say ki like why did he come back? But later on he just what is different this season? Like we all have been very consistent, honestly saying. So what do you think
Yes.
is the difference?
So the for change in the formation, I believe, because what we are doing is we are playing counter attack attacking football. We are like playing on the opponent's mistakes. Basically, we like to play
Hmm.
the long ball football, wherein the midfielders just feed the ball forward for the lone striker to explore opportunities. But the way we have used the formation this year is that we have used a 5-4-1, 5-2-2-1 kind of
Yes.
a formation where we have Cresswell and Kofal as the wingers as well as wing backs. So they are
You
running
have
down the
Masuaku
right
as well on
and
that
left.
side.
Yeah, Basuko unfortunately has undergone a surgery, so he'll be out until
Yes.
late January. So we are missing him. But
Hmm.
then Cresswell, he's come back from his injury and he's done well. He's a assist provider. I mean, a big time assist provider,
Yeah.
a
Set
person.
pieces. Yeah.
Yes, he's in my team as well in the Fantasy Premier League. So he, along with Socek and Bowen, are always a part of my team. So I mean, and the major difference I would say in the West Ham team is Ogbonna. The form of Angelo Ogbonna. I mean, the way he was working in Juventus is now he's what doing in West Ham. So he has been a person who is not easy to pass by and score goals, and he's been scoring goals himself as well. So
Yeah.
Ogbonna's
Yeah.
contribution has been, I mean, very huge in the, I mean, where we are right now in the table.
Yes, so like we can see an even match now because Chelsea had a different form plus West Ham is continuing its momentum. So obviously Monday night football it's going to be interesting and I think staying up 1:30 in the late night it is going to be worth it in India. So let's see. So Kumar, your predictions for the match?
I am expecting a 1-0 win for West Ham, a close match, a match
Clean
with
sheet
few
as well.
opportunities. Huh?
Okay. So you expect a clean sheet as well?
Yes, I am expecting a clean sheet as well. So Fabianski is also in a good form, but I'll say it will be a close match with a few opportunities only, and West Ham will snatch it 1-0.
Okay. Prasanna?
I'll probably go for 3-1 because I feel Giroud is since the like I don't know what happened to Giroud, but he came back and he's just scoring for fun now. He also scored against Wolves. He's been scoring like
Yeah.
we all know he scored four against in the civil match, and so he'll be up for it. And from a striker who we thought he's going last
What
January,
about Warner? What about Warner? Like
I mean,
Giroud, we know
like
is in amazing form.
like it's all a matter of confidence, But at now, like Werner and Havertz's confidence are like completely down. It's like you need that one goal or that one assist thing to like kind of get you back into a thing and
Yes,
thing again. And all footballers can relate to it. When you're down on confidence, nothing happens to you. And like we were speaking, we all know about Aubameyang. Like kind of I'm going off topic, but we all know Aubameyang. Like he, whether we like it or not, we'll all agree that he's one of the best strikers in the Premier League. And
Yes.
like he was also like so many games he didn't score, he was out of confidence, but Southampton game he got one chance and he scored. That's all it
He
takes.
scored
Like
against West Ham. The last goal I think he scored against West Ham from open play itself. Was
No,
it again West
Southampton.
Ham only, Kumar?
So, so
Yes. So
From
he's
open play, I
facing
think,
a
in September.
yes,
yeah.
yes,
But you just need that one thing to like you're looking for that one goal. It's like in cricket when you're not getting anything and just want to get that one get out of jail shot just to get you opening. So it's like that. You
Yes.
need like one goal, and I want to see if he's playing on the wings here. I would rather prefer him playing on the right side of the wing rather than the left because I obviously prefer Pulisic, Giroud, and Werner as the front three. Depending on how whether Ziyech starts or
Yeah,
not.
so we can see obviously how Lampard will face because obviously the injury scenario plus fixtures coming thick and fast. So
Yeah,
Prasanna, you're going for a 3-1 win.
yeah.
Kumar, obviously you're going for a narrow 1-0 win. So I hope we see an amazing match and I want to wish both of you all the best of lucks and obviously thank you for coming on our show again.
Thank you, thank you.
sure. Thanks.
Thank you. So, if for anyone who's watching on Facebook or YouTube, if you all have any question for our fan panelists, can put them in the chat box and we'll make sure that we get a few questions in for our panelists. So, before we move on to the questions, I want to reveal the answer of the question which I asked before, and obviously the winner will receive a bounce voucher, and you can redeem it at their center in Malad. So the question was, which manager won the league with Leicester in 2015-16 season? So if we can have the name of the winner on screen. Yes, Summer, you're absolutely correct. It is Claudio Ranieri. Obviously, the odds were definitely not in their favor, but surprise to everyone that Ranieri and his team were on top form and won the league by almost 10 points, which was convincing in the end. So congrats, Summer. I'll make sure that you get your voucher and obviously you can enjoy it at Bounce. So if we have any questions, we can have the questions on screen. So I think our panelists cleared all the questions even before they were asked. So I don't think so. We have any questions. So I want to thank everyone for tuning in and obviously our audience, our fan panelists, our studio. So I want to thank everyone. Have a great, and obviously our sponsors, Chups and Bounce. And do follow them. Do follow us on our social media. Subscribe to our channel. And obviously we'll have lots of fun together going forward. And obviously if you want to attend one of our episodes, don't forget to DM us on our Instagram or Facebook and we'll surely get you on the screen. So I want to thank everyone and have a good night.